What's up? Welcome. Last video 2020. I told you I got to do another one. I'm sorry. You expected it. You expected it. Last week, super fun LiveTime episode on looking back at 2020 and just kind of the history of what we went through, not only in 2020, but what led up to that with the mortgage crisis before in 2008 and all the craziness going on. But today we're going to look forward. We're going to talk about what's happening next year, which is like next week. Let's go. What's happening in 2021? Well, first of all, we know one thing that's going to be happening. We're going to be using a lot of these. What's up, everybody hanging out with me right now? Thank you. Throw me a comment. Let me know what's up. Welcome to 2020. The end. The end. You made it. You made it. Congratulations. Are you stoked? I mean, I guess we technically haven't made it yet. There's like a couple days, but let's go forward, man. Jeannie, I'm so ready to go forward. I've been ready to go forward since like the January of 2020. I was like, can this year be done? Please, Lord. We're there. We're there. Just deep breathe. But let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future. Where are we going? Well, let me lay up some of the basics that I think we're almost there, Nathan, bro. We're almost there. Let me lay up some of the basics about where we're going. Merry Christmas, Michael. Good to see you, dude. Happy New Year. Let's talk about it because where we're going. This is important because in order to build, everyone's built plans for 2021. I guarantee you've done your business planning. You're all prepped and ready to go. How'd that business plan go in 2019? Strong to quite strong. Was it solid? Did 2020 just blow up your entire business plan? Just like, so let's talk about the foundation of where we're going in 2021 so that we can build plans that actually take us there. Finally, it's 9:30 a.m., baby. Scott, we're going. All right. Well, you want to know what's happening in 2021? This is happening in 2021. Are you shocked? Are any of you receiving weekly anxiety when you get your screen time average? I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, I'm with you. I'm right here. We know this. So foundationally, what do we know? We know that this is getting deeper. We as a society are going deeper into screens. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you think it's the devil. I don't care. I'm just comment. It's what it is. You feel me? Like it's just going to happen. So we got this going on. But what does this mean? What does this mean that we're spending more time on screens? What does this mean? What are the ramifications of this? What are we doing on there? Let me lay up some of the things I think we're doing on there. We're shopping. Christmas just came. Did you shop on your phone? Did you shop on screens, computers? Yes, you did. Did stuff follow you around to social networks after you shopped with retargeting? Yes, you did. Yes, it did. And so, yeah, Scott, the average weekly is absolutely insane, and it's going up. So people are shopping on their phones. What else are they doing? They're hanging out. They're hanging out on their phones, aren't they? Now, we got two types of hangouts on the phones. We got the lurker, the swiper, the cruiser. The person that's just kind of voyeuristically checking out what's going on in the world. Fair? Is that you? Like, I'm not judging. You have like a catch up on screen time moment. There are people that are there just basically scrolling through, right? And then there's the people on there that are contributing at that moment. They're talking, they're sharing things, they're doing videos, they're hanging out. We are starting to live more of our life on screens, in screens. Does that make sense? And again, I'm approaching this from a very specific angle, all right? If you were hanging out with Alec in 2004 or 2006 when I was producing $150 million a year and all that stuff in loans, what would I have been telling you? I would have been telling you, get in front of realtors every day. Get in front of realtors every day. Get in front of realtors every day. And why would I say that? Because the realtors controlled all of the knowledge of the home buying process. They had the MLS that was locked down in private. If you want to know it for sale, you had to go to them. Yes, you could wait for the hot sheets on Saturday, the open house sheets on Saturday, in the newspaper. I'm like, who reads the newspaper anymore? Like any of us? None of us. And then they controlled all the information. Well, guess where all the information is now? Zoomathons, man. Bro, Zoomathons. So Jeannie makes a great comment. My time was down, but I'm in operations. If you're in sales, it's important for you to be as much as possible. Means you're connected. So see, Jeannie's understanding exactly what I'm preaching right now. Humans, our customers, our people that we want relationships with, our referral partners, they're on screens. They are hanging out on screens. We know this is the future of 2021. We know it's coming. We know it's going deeper. It's not going away. I'm waiting for a vaccine every day. But if you think Zooms are going away, if you think social media is going away, and 2006, Alec, would have been pounding you to go out every single day and spend time with realtors. Now, do I think that's valuable? Yes, still today in 2021. Do they have influence? Absolutely. But in everything, we're experiencing something powerful happen. In everything from retail to grocery stores, the power, the control is shifting. You, as a consumer, want control, don't you? Let me give you an example. If you order from Uber, anything, food, delivery, you guys have done door dashing, I know it, and Postmates and Domino's, Pizza Tracker. And what are you doing with all that technology? You're staring and judging and watching. The driver got lost. You got lost. Turn around, make a left. You're watching. You're in control. Now, mortgage people, we are control maniacs. And Scott, you're 100% right here, but this is what I mean. It's not that the realtor influence is gone and forsake our realtor partners. That's not true. Don't hear that through this. What I'm saying is that consumers are taking more and more control of the process and the decisions they make. Yes, a realtor is saying, please call Alec. He's the best loan person in the world. You're still getting that. I know it. But you know what else is happening? The customer's bumping into lead aggregators online. The customer's getting rates and prequals and quotes and information from the internet, from social media. Not from you, unless you're playing there. This is a major wake-up call for 2021. You got to play where the people are. Now, it's less like waiting behind your realtor, flip me a deal, please, and more like how are we going to attack digital and social together as a partnership versus I'm a vendor and just give me a deal. That's the script that needs to get flipped. Do the best realtors in the counties have massive influence on who their customers will talk to? Yes. Yes, they do. But I dare you to pull a market share report, a purchase market share report right now in 2020 on your zip codes in your counties. I double dog dare you. Guess who's going to be near the top? Internet lenders, non-local. Quicken? Hello? Are you paying attention to what's happening? It's happening around you. It happened around you. And the powerful, influential realtors who would just, never take a deal from Quicken, I'll pull their production and show you how many realtors are taking deals from Quicken with the Quicken prequal. Why? Is it because they lost influence? Or is it because the consumer, us, humans, the buyer, are we taking more control of the process? Feel me? So the foundation of where we're going forward has to come with an understanding of what we're doing as a consumer base. You have to land there and say, okay, how are we operating? Well, as consumers, we trust brands a bunch, don't we? Yes, we do. And anyone that gets upset by that immediately has to look at their Amazon purchase history. You trust Amazon. You don't care what store you're buying it from. You just purchase it because it comes in a brown box with a smile on it. It's not a smile. It's A to Z. You're welcome. And you don't care what store it's coming from. You just know it's going to get here tomorrow. So as consumers, we know we're trusting big brands, faceless entities that have no personal relationship with us. If we know that's true, if we know we're going deeper into screens, deeper into social media, deeper into digital communities, how is your business plan, your actions set up for next year to win in that space? You see, I talked about three things on the last looking back in 2020. Do you remember what they were? They're important. They're really important. The three biggest lessons 2020 taught us. Number one, you have to, if you're in sales, you have to, say it with me in the back, get comfortable on a camera. You have to. You can't just be like, no, that's not me. That's like saying, I never want to get comfortable talking to a realtor face-to-face. Like you can't, that can't happen. That cannot be you. You have to get comfortable on a camera, and that takes practice. We'll talk about reps later. You have to. Number two, you have to get super mega psycho focused on engaging and building a digital community. Hey, I said this last time. Go watch it again. But I'm going to say it again. Stop posting your Yelp reviews. Start treating your digital community like you treat your physical community. When you walk in to, which is weird with COVID, fair, but use your big brain here. When you walk into your church or your charity or your gym, walk into a gym. You walk into your gym, the first thing you do, hey, what's up? Dude, I got a 5-star review on my Zillow thing. No, you don't do that. And so don't do it in your digital community. Treat your digital community like you would your physical one, which means stop talking about yourself. Let that one sit. Just sit in it. Just sit in it. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. So what this means is go find the people you want to connect with, build digital relationships. If you want to win in sales, this is baseline stuff. We learned this in 2020. It's so clear now. Build it online and start to talk to people about what they're interested in, which is themselves. It's pointing at the camera. Themselves. Number 3, as you are getting comfortable on camera by putting in reps, as you are investing in other people by commenting, liking, sharing their stuff, adding to the conversation, not just sitting in the corner yelling about your 5-star Yelp reviews, write down and get really clear on why you exist in this sales job. Because when the light turns on your face and it's your time to talk and you're going to put your video out, your message out, you've been engaging with other people, and finally at the networking event or the digital community, they turn around and say, what do you do? Right? You know this game. We do it all the time. Like 101 with meeting with realtors is never talking about what you can do for them. It's asking them questions like, tell me about how you generate business. What's important to you? How do you like to get status and updates? You know, it's them. Eventually, they'll finally go, well, what can you do loans? You're like, yeah, I can do loans. But when the light does turn back around and when they do say, what's up? What do you do? The why, man, it's got to come out. When you start talking about the consultation or the education you provide, or I don't care, whatever words come out of your mouth, it better be deeply rooted in your why. And that was the big learnings of 2020. We have to land there. Get comfortable on camera. Invest in your community digitally and locally. Invest, like contribute to them, right? Man's the man. Get comfortable so people can see your face. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Jeannie. That's the learnings of 2020. So when you look at 2021 and what's coming, and we know we're going deeper into screens, not further away, we start to realize what we need to do. Now, there's multiple paths to the consumer. So don't listen to this rant and think, oh my God, I got to do videos every single day. No, you don't. There's multiple paths to the consumer. And for all of you that are sitting there thinking like you don't matter, because there's some of you watching this right now, I guarantee it. And you're like, I'm not going to do this. I don't matter. I can't talk like that. I'm not comfortable like that. No one wants to hear from me. I'm going to be the first person to call bullshit. And I'll tell you why. So listen up. Listen, I'm right on this. I'm super right on this. There are thousands of personality profiles in the world. Agree? How many of them are there? Oh my God, take the DISC personality profiles, Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, whatever. How many of those are there? Where's my Enneagram people, by the way? If you're an Enneagram person, like throw it in the comments here because I have a joke about this and you're going to appreciate it. This is the reality. Think about your personality profile. Now, think about the people you like. Are they similar? Do they share similar personality traits? Some of you are like, no, they're opposite. But just think about it. So I'll give you an example. I'm a D in the DISC test, which means I'm driven, dominant. So the negative side is that I'm a steamroller. The positive side is I'm very driven and motivated. So when I go talk to a realtor, when I was out there at 23, 25, like, hey, what's up? Guess what I wanted to do? Talk business. I'm driven. I'm like, driven. Let's go. Business. Let's go. Let's go. Well, guess what? A lot of the realtors want to talk about. Not that. They want to talk about like life. There's a lot of I's out there in the real estate world, and I's in the DISC profile test are the inspirational, the social people. They love to hang out, man. And as an introvert, I'm like, I have to. It's just tiring, super tiring to hang out with you. But guess what? When I found those realtors that were D personalities, we lined up, man. When I sat down at that meeting and they were like, let's talk business. I was like, thank God. Oh, you don't want to go get Chardonnay at 3:00? You want to talk business? Oh, thank you so much. All of us connect to different people. Do you understand that? All of us connect to different people differently. And so I'm going to use the engineer analytical brain. If you're an engineer, analytical minded person, guess who you don't like to do business with? Because I don't have much patience and I move really fast. And so an engineer's like, slow down, son. Like, talk to me about this, this, and this. Explain this. And I'm like, no, no patience. So guess who doesn't like to listen to me? Those people. That doesn't mean they don't like me as a human. I'm just not their preference. I'm not their cup of tea. Coach Steve gets this all day long, man. Personalities matter. So you have a unique audience waiting for you with your personality on how you think and how you see the world. They're sitting there there's thousands of people that will resonate with how you come to the stage, with how you come to the game, with the way you speak your message. Do you hear me? Grab you by the face. Sorry, that was aggressive. Take the Enneagram test. There's a comment I'm dropping in over there. Find out who you are, because I'm telling you right now, as you play these games with personalities, you start to realize you have a unique audience. That's my whole point. You matter, and you have a unique audience waiting for you. And so, as we look at 2021, we realize we've got to play a different game. Now, stay with me on this. I want you to hear me. The game of our job has not changed. So if I was to ask you right now, what is your job as a mortgage professional? Local mortgage pro, what's your job? What's your job? Some of you might say, well, I do loans. And I'm like, no, it's not your job. You don't do loans. You don't. That's a byproduct of your job. That's a part of your job. But your job, if you answered, my job is to build relationships and be a valuable resource to human beings, realtors, and customers, you answered correctly, you win the prize. If you answered do loans, you're wrong. Okay? Your job is to build relationships, become a trusted resource to your friends, community, and to your referral partners. Fair? Right? Feel me? So if that's your job, and that's always been your job, that job has not changed. Okay? The only thing that's changed is the place we play. That's it. It's still the same job. You just got to be on the screen now, where the humans are. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because it's bright as sunlight to me. Your job didn't change. The playing field just changed. That's okay. There's different strategies now. That's okay. You can learn those. But the opportunity that's come with this change is astronomical. Unbelievable opportunity is with this change. Do you see it? Do this for me right now. All of you that are watching, please do this for me today. Today, I want you to open up Facebook. Okay? I want you to open up Facebook. I know you're all there. I want you to open up Facebook. You see this button right there that says live? Sorry, it blurs out because of this stuff. You see the button that says live? I want you to hit it. I want you to go live today for 1 minute. And here's what I want you to say. What you're thankful for in 2020. A minute of, can you do a minute of gratitude? A minute of gratitude. Live. Go live for 1 minute and do a minute of gratitude. I'm going to show you two things that happen. Number one, because it's not all about you and your stupid Yelp review, you're going to get massive amounts of people in your digital community to engage. They're going to watch it. They're going to say, this is interesting. It's only a minute. They're going to tune in, and they're going to tune in live with you. You're not going to die. That's number one that's going to happen. Number two, you're going to get over, I'm going to guess, 300 to 400 views over the next 4 days. Okay? 300 to 400 views on your minute of gratitude over the next 4 days. Can you imagine putting 300 people in a room that you got to talk to? Okay. You're not going to go viral on your minute of gratitude, but what's going to happen is you're going to realize the opportunity. It's crazy. It's crazy. 300 people are going to experience you in an authentic way where you're sharing gratitude for what 2020 bring. Maybe thank some people. How about that in your minute of gratitude? You're going to see it. And then you're going to light on fire because you're going to realize the opportunity. Scott has a question. How to be efficient and effective on the screen? Oh, man, Scott. I think this goes back to, I'll leave the question up for anybody that jumps in later. By the way, thank you for asking a question. This has been, I love hanging out with you guys. This is freaking fun. Starts here. Why are you on the screen? I think that you really got to get grounded in that. Because then the light's going to come out of your eye sockets when you're talking about whatever you're talking about. When you're really cored in to your why. And let me just rant on this for a second and give some examples, right? I did this on the last LiveTime last week. How many of us or you have experienced people that had catastrophic financial devastation in the mortgage crisis of 2008? Catastrophic devastation. Lost their homes, lost their livelihood, lost their savings, bankruptcy. So root yourself in how those people must have felt. And if you can connect to that and you're passionate about that, then start making some videos about how to avoid that. Start making some videos on how to be prepared for catastrophe. By the way, how relevant is that today? How many small business owners own homes? And those small business owners are suffering right now. How can you prepare the next person who wants to buy their first home to avoid that stuff? That's what I'm talking about. That's how you become effective and efficient on the screen. You don't force it. You speak right from here. Michael's great at this. Michael, you've been on an amazing journey, dude, getting and in your video path, and you can see it every single day, the realness of coming out. Yeah, Tina, just be yourself. Just hang out. People like you. Do you have friends? People like you. So just be yourself and come from the position of what gets you up in the morning and gets you excited about our industry. My friends, are we clear on this? Do you see it? Do you see what I see? I never like to talk about the other guy or the threat or the enemy. I like to talk about our opportunity. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about 2021 with the real threats that are facing local mortgage professionals. The real threat is you doing nothing. You being too afraid. You making excuses. You think the audience doesn't listen to you or doesn't like you. Whatever bull crap, insecure demon is clawing at your brain, that's the threat, because it's all crap. It's all garbage. Well, I'm telling you, if you just put your minute of gratitude out, you'll see. You won't die. You'll get some funny feedback, and you realize that the opportunity is there to reach people at scale. And guess what that allows that to happen? If you go and meet one realtor at a time, which is what we all did, right? One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. It takes a long time to find out who you like in the market, doesn't it? And who likes you, because you can't see them every day. You can't call the realtor and be like, hey, can I hang out with you again today? Like, that's weird. So you kind of saw them maybe once a week, once a month, maybe. And trying to build a relationship like that is brutal. It's like dating once a month. You're not building a relationship very fast. It's happening once a month. Now, all of a sudden, you realize we're on screens all the time. Now, all of a sudden, you realize you can be in front of 300 to 400 people a video. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to start attracting the people that resonate with you. You're going to start attracting the people that resonate with you. And you're going to start naturally distancing yourself from the people that don't like you or don't want to do business with you for a personality reason that's not in your control. And all of a sudden now at scale, you can attract the audience you want. Do you see the power of this? It's insane. It's insane. It doesn't take long, because you can do it every day. And now all of a sudden you realize, oh no, this is it. This is it. And Jeannie's right. Be you, be seen. If you're you and you're seen, the right people fall into your path. How is this not? This is so clear for everybody that's listening right now. This is it. This is 2021. This is your chance. Don't let some BS insecurity hold you back from putting the camera on. Bring your authentic voice to the stage. And you're going to realize, by the way, I'm speaking to my salespeople. I'm speaking to you. And by the way, if you're in leadership, I'm speaking to you. Lead the way. Lead the way. Pave the way. Lead the way. I love this question as a follow-up, Scott. I'm going to dive into it. It's different than you think. Again, here's my analogy that I think will be helpful. When you walked in to visit that realtor for the first time to introduce yourself, and you're like, hey, what's up? I'm Alec, and I'm with Loan Depot. Do they just be like, thank God, Alec, I've never met you before, but now that you're here, I have 4 loans I need to give you right now. Can you take some pre-quals? I know. Didn't happen. What happened? They like, oh yeah, nice talk to you. They duck you. Why? Because you don't have a relationship with them. They think you're gonna sell them and pitch them. So the same thing with the video, right? Like I'm live right now for the last video of 2020, and some of you have paused to stop your day, but I guarantee you there are 4,000 other people that are like, oh, Alec's live again. I'm moving on. They're busy. So when you talk about magic sauce for conversion, you have to realize that you're building a relationship first. You're building a relationship first. You're showing them you're consistent. You're showing them you're professional. You're showing them your energy and your soul and your excitement or your thoughts. And you're building connection. What was the moment when that realtor finally decided to give you that first deal? Do you remember? Do you remember the moment they decided to give you that first deal? Here's the path for those of you that don't remember. Consistency builds trust, gets opportunity. There it is. Consistency builds trust, gives you opportunity. That's the equation. There it is. There's no other one in the world. So when you talk about magic sauce for conversion on screen or on this, guess what I'm going to start with? Consistency. Because what does consistency do? Builds trust. And what does trust do? Builds opportunity. Do you know how many times, like I was talking on my last podcast with Kevin Sturdivant, you should go listen to it because he's a realtor, and he said, I asked him, how do you get into social media? And he goes, I got into social media because my own friends and family weren't using me for real estate. And I was like, you know what? I have to punch these fools in the face every day with what I do. And so he started on his Instagram journey. I'm here. Consistency, trust, opportunity. I appreciate you guys, Tina. That's so fun. Yeah, Steve. It's all BS. It's all BS, dude. I remember so vividly driving up, 23 years old. I'll never forget this. 23 years old, Honda Civic, driving to one of the top 10 realtors in Orange County, one of the big dogs, at their open house, trying to meet them for the first time. I will never forget this. I drove up. I looked up this. I saw them in the house. So I'm like, oh my God, he's there. Not a title rep, not an assistant. The big dog's there. Oh, this is it. This is it. Had my crappy suit on with shoulder pads, had a glorious head of hair, and all I had to do was walk in there and say hi. Instead, I turned on jock jams, tried to get pumped up, like, let's do this, let's go. I drove away without ever getting out of my car. I drove away. Now, a lot of you guys probably understand that experience because you're doing it with the camera. You're just driving away. All I had to do was go tell him I'm Alec, right? Coach knows. All I had to do was walk in there and be like, what's up? In fact, I realized very soon after that experience that I don't have to sell anything. What am I doing? Why am I putting all this pressure on myself? Just walk in and say hi. Walk in and say hi. I'm Alec. I do loans. Cool. Because what happens? You walk in again. You do another video. You do another video. You do another video. And then guess what happens? The same thing that happened with the real estate pros. After I've walked in 6, 7, 9, 22 times, introduced myself at broker previews and caravans and all that stuff. Hey, I'm Alec. I'm Alec. Guess what happened when I walked in on the 23rd time or whatever it was for each person, and I walked up to that agent. Oh, hey, Alec. They knew my name. They knew my name. Victory. They knew my name. That's the game. Because as soon as they knew my name, what was next? They started to trust me. They started to trust in my consistency, that I would show up every day. I don't know how I got anything in my eye right now, but I just did. That's amazing. They started to trust my consistency, that I'd show up every day. And as I showed up every day, I built a relationship. And as I built a relationship without selling, without putting pressure on them, why don't they use me? Bill's nailing this right here, dude. It's all the battle, because when you show up, you get better. When you do a video, you get better the next time. Or at some point, you're like, why do my videos not look like Alex? And you realize, oh, because he has a really nice camera. And then you decide to up your game. Showing up is the entire battle, because it's a chance to get better. Stop judging yourself. You didn't walk into a realtor's office the first day and get a deal. Stop having the same mindset about this game going forward. It's not the same. So fun. This is so fun. Show up. Show up consistently. And you will be so shocked. So, my challenge. I'm way over what I like to do on LiveTime. It's going too long, but I love you guys so much. This is super fun. Here's the challenge. Right now, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop this whole thing. I'm going to hit end. You're going to go to Facebook right now. Those of you that are watching, you got nothing else to do because you're watching Alec Hansen. So God knows. You're going to go right here to the live button. You're going to push it. You're going to put it on your face. Angle it up. All right, guys, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Angle that up. You don't need that going on. Angle that up. And I want you to do 1 minute of gratitude. 1 minute. It'll have a timer on there. You can see it. Just 1 minute of gratitude. 2020 is over. You got a lot to be thankful for. If you're in the mortgage business, you got a shit ton to be thankful for. 1 minute. Then I want you to put your phone down. Realize you didn't die. And then watch what happens. Watch what happens. Watch after 3 or 4 days. Because I guarantee you, in the minute you're live, you might have one person pop in being like, what's this person doing live? Just because they're curious. Just keep going. Give a minute. Thankful. Appreciate somebody. Tell a mentor, thank you for 1 minute. And then end it. And then I want you to watch as that little video travels through the universe and starts racking up views. And then I want you to realize the game never changed. The place we play it just changed. And then play big in 2021. Play big. See you guys on the internet.